All right, Raylene, shall we talk about what we're currently reading? Or shall I start with my book haul?
Ooh, let's go book haul.
Oh, okay.
After my enormous book haul last week, I would love to just watch you haul some books.
Actually, we did get a comment. We're going to do a mailroom later, but I'll hop to this now because it's very topical. Georgia Stone J says, Raylene, every woman turning 31 should happily haul 31 books. And it's true. You hauled like 30 books, right?
It was over,
like,
it was more than 31,
30.
which I thought was funny because I could have done something more specific, but I just was on a rampage. I wasn't counting while I was shopping. But yeah.
I think it's awesome though. You know? Like, I think that's abundance. That's good.
Yeah.
So all of these books, this was all unexpected book shopping, which quite frankly might be the best kind. Mm-hmm. You're like, I didn't know I was going to be in a bookstore today.
Whoops. How'd I get here?
So we ended up in a used bookstore yesterday. Get this. You remember my concertina from last week?
Uh-huh.
I found one that, like, an antique one that was available. And the antique ones are so beautiful and, like, can be really great instruments. So I was like, Connor, do you want to do a little Sunday day trip where we go to see this concertina? If it's good, I'll buy it. Actually, he was going to buy it for me as my Christmas present.
Aww.
But if it's not, we'll still just have a cute day out kind of a thing. And that's what ended up happening. Sadly, the concertina was pretty broken. Like, the lady was like, you know, it's in really great shape, except one brass button is missing. And I was like, no, that's not a big deal. I get there. It was not in great shape. It had a lot of things that I would need to fix. And I'm like, I don't know how to fix a concertina.
Yeah, you just want it to be ready to, you want to be able to play it. Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm willing to do a little bit of work on it, but not a lot of work on it, right? And especially on an antique where the second you start fiddling with stuff, you know you're going to mess it up. Yeah. But we were near a bookshop. So we ended up going into this used bookshop, and I found two things that I'm really excited about. The first one is this tiny edition of The Mill on the Floss by George Eliot.
Cool.
Look at this lovely little guy. God, you know, I'm really into the tiny classics. Mm-hmm. I think books should all be pocket-sized. I know we've talked about that plenty on the pod, but I'm just going to keep saying it every time because I really believe in this mission. This edition first published in Great Britain in 1987. Wow. Mill on the Floss. George Eliot. What am I doing? Am I going to read George Eliot? I don't know. It was $9 for a really cute little book.
It's worth it. It's so cute.
I went for it. The other one that I got, I'm going to start a pile over here. The other one that I got is, this is pretty cool. Dune and Dune Messiah.
Whoa.
In this really awesome retro slipcover edition.
I love that it's just those two in a slipcover.
Yeah, so this is Connor's favorite book. And we've watched the movies many, many times. I love the movies. I really, really like the new movies. But like I said, this is Connor's favorite book. And he says that the first two are like a cohesive story.
Ooh, okay.
And then the rest of it is also like main characters and everything, but this kind of finishes the arc.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Of a big set of things. So that's, I think, why they're sold in this little box set. But I don't have my own copies of Dune.
Oh.
So I thought it would be, when I saw these, I was like, and it was $15 for the little box set.
Vintage sci-fi mass markets are honestly one of my favorites. Like, I hate mass markets most of the time, but
so beautiful.
You can't go wrong with those. You really can't.
No, you really can't. They're so pretty and also unread. Like, they're in pristine, perfect condition. They clearly never left that box set. So they were just waiting for me. Mm-hmm. And I'm excited to have my own copies of that. So that's cool.
Nice.
I'm going to not put them back in the slipcover because it kind of takes me a second. Okay. Near my quilting class is a bookstore.
Dangerous.
I wandered in there once or twice. Oh. And I ended up getting this book, which I hadn't heard of before, but it's 9 Times My Work Has Been Ripped Off by Raymond Beisinger. Have you heard of this one?
No, that looks cool though.
It looks cute. It's really fun. It's like one of these short and snappy books with a lot of graphics inside of it, graphic illustrations. It says, Raymond Beisinger is a Montreal illustrator who has been in the business of illustration and art since the turn of the century. So he's done a lot of different publishing things. Seems cool, neat. And this book, the beginning of this book really got me. Okay, so there's two things that got me. First of all, the beginning of the book. I'll read you the I'll read you the first paragraph. The first and only time I've hung up on someone in anger was at 3:51 p.m. on the 1st of March 2023. By 3:52 p.m., I felt ashamed of what I'd done and sent a weak apology via email. It said, "Sorry, seems we got disconnected," and contained an obvious lie. Everyone on the conference call had heard me ramping up before I lost my crap. And I was like, excellent. I mean, I was already like deeply invested in his story. Why did he lose his crap? I want to know, right?
I gotta know.
And when you keep going, basically, there's a company that's been using one of his artworks as their logo.
Oh my God.
And they never paid him for it. They never told him about it. The only reason he found out was because one of his friends like happened to see it and was like, "Isn't this one of your artworks?" And he was like, "Yes." Ugh.
What the hell?
So it's a really interesting, this is like a problem that has happened for all of time, right? Like people ripping each other off. But obviously because of the internet, the anonymity of it, but also the ability to quickly, easily, and perfectly download some other person's art or work, it's so much easier now than ever to rip people off in many ways. In other ways, it was easier in the past because you couldn't even track anyone down, right? But anyways, it doesn't matter. It's a bad problem. So first of all, I was really excited about the beginning of the book and everything. It just seems like a lot of fun. But secondly, as you know, Raylene, I recently got mega ripped off by AI. It's actually kind of disturbing. It's pretty hilarious. I think I'm going to make a video about it on my main channel. But I have a friend who wanted to buy a heat press. That's like a thing that you can use to put designs onto clothing or to print. It's a printing, it's a type of printing device. So they were looking for a heat press. They were looking at one on Amazon. They're flipping through the images. And what comes up? My miniature truck. It's 100% my miniature truck.
Yeah.
Like, without a doubt, it has my tote bags hanging on the back. It's parked with the exact building I parked in front of at an event that I did. It's the exact composition of an exact image I posted on Instagram and on YouTube. But instead of books, it's selling t-shirts. And instead of me, it's a sexy AI.
A sexy AI lady selling t-shirts.
She's in like the socks that go over the knee and a crop top. And like that seems to be about it. And she's got big pigtails and big eyes. And she's like very beautiful. But she's not me.
Yeah, definitely not.
And she's selling like the idea is that she's like the heat press has helped her to achieve her dreams of selling shirts on this truck. There's so many absurdities in the image, which we'll show now. But like I said, I'll make a YouTube video about this, I think, on my channel at some point. But like, it's happening. And I've had my stuff stolen before. Like, I have my line of merch that says I'm thinking about books. And I've had loads of companies rip that off and sell cheap versions of that. I've had other things be ripped off here and there over the years. But never that specifically, that quickly by an AI. And like, it's weird. Like, it's just weird, right? So when I saw this book, I had just the day before been told about that. And I was like, I gotta get this book. It's a sign.
It's too perfect.
The world wants me to get it. Yeah, so there you go. All right. 3 more. These were because I was in Halifax. We went out for brunch. I haven't been out for brunch in a long time. God, that's fun.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
It feels so luxurious to eat brunch, you know?
Yeah.
To pay for breakfast food feels crazy.
Yeah, it's like, this is eggs. I have eggs.
Yeah. And yet, here we go. I love getting French toast or avocado toast. Wow. Anyways, we went out for brunch on Agricola Street. And it happened to be like Agricola Street open street day, you know, where like it was all pedestrianized and there was lots of market stalls, and we were near Egghead Books, which is a great bookshop in Halifax. It's newer. It opened this year. And I was like, hey everyone, let's go into Egghead. Everyone had that same idea. Also, great name. Egghead Books. Are you kidding me? Incredible name. Did I take you there? I bet you it wasn't open yet.
No, I probably wasn't open yet. We went to Agricola Street Books, though. You took me there.
Yes, so I would have taken you there if it had been open yet. But anyhow, I popped in there and I saw these 3 books and I was like, yes.
Amazing.
Perfect. The first one I've already read, actually. It is The Art Thief by Michael Finkel. I read this last year. I really loved it. I think about it a lot. It was so much fun. I super recommend this book. We don't really ever do like Christmas book recommendations. We probably should actually, now that I say that out loud. But there's an easy episode for us. But I think this is a great Christmas gift. If you are looking for a book that almost everyone is going to enjoy, I really recommend this one because it's very fast paced. It's quite short. It's exhilarating. It takes you on the journey of the real story of the most prolific art thief of all time. This guy who stole so much art. And it goes from the beginning of like when he started stealing his first ever things to when he's like at the height of because the other absurdity about this man is that he never sold any of it. He didn't do it for profit. He just did it because he quote unquote loved art. I think that's not right. If you love art, you want everyone to have access to it, right? But like in his mind, he loved art. He thought he deserved to have it in his home. But that's so weird that he didn't sell it either. That's like a real anomaly. So it's just this really strange guy that you're following. And it's just told in such a fun and exciting way. I listened to the audiobook, which I really enjoyed. So if you're looking for an audiobook, I also enjoy that. I recommend that. It's 209 pages. Ooh. So it's quite short. It's got a reasonable font. It's a quick read. I will also say that obviously the Louvre got broken into this year and they had a lot of stuff stolen. So it's kind of a topical gift as well.
Yeah.
If you know anyone who like was obsessed with that news story, this would be a great gift. But I really love this book and I've been meaning to get it for my shelves ever since I read it, and finally I saw it there and I was like, it's the moment.
Yeah, it worked out. I'm glad you got it.
One final, wait, is that right? No, two more books. Okay, this is controversial, Ray.
Okay.
It's a little controversial, actually. I got Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin.
Ooh, okay.
Why is this controversial? I already own it. But I like this edition more.
Whoa. Well, now I've got to see what the other one that you have.
Okay, hold on.
I have to, for science.
This edition.
Okay.
What do you think?
That's tough. I wish I had the one that I have with me right now so I could show you mine, because I like mine better than both of those, but that's just my personal preference. I understand why you did what you did.
That's so funny.
Yeah, because the one that you had before
Personally,
is just
I think both of yours are crap, and I like mine.
No, I understand why you did what you did, though. Like, that other one is very, like, they're very matchy-matchy, like, with all of his other books.
Yes, these editions, the one that I originally owned is published by Vintage. Oh, the new ones are published by Vintage, too, so that doesn't help anyone. But basically, they are, like, a photograph at the top of some random objects, usually. Then there's this big black diagonal stripe down about 2/3 of the way down, and then some, like, colors at the bottom. And it just looks quite serious and quite, like, I don't know, it's just kind of a boring cover, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not ugly, really but they aren't very exciting.
They're not ugly, but I don't love it. I do really like the print quality. I will say they're printed very nicely. Oh boy, when did I buy this one? June 2023. Still haven't read it. And now I have this new edition that I need to read. But yeah, I got them to stamp the book, which is awesome.
Oh, wow. Oh my God, their stamp is so cute.
And well, you know what's funny? Because basically I was like, oh, you have a stamp. Can I have my book stamped? And the owner was like, oh, the stamp isn't for the books. It's really big. It's for the bags. You know, like a paper bag that you stamp. They don't have a stamp for your books. And I was like, oh, that's fine. Any stamp will do. That stamp will be great.
As long as
it looks
fits.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks so good. It's such a great logo, the little happy egg carrying books.
It's incredible.
But yeah, the new cover is illustrated by, it's a 1945 to 50, James Baldwin. So it's a portrait of James Baldwin by
interesting.
Buford Delaney. Cover design by Megan Wilson. Who did the other cover design? Helen. It's covered by a sticker. Helen Yentis. Helen. But yeah, anyways, I really like this edition, so I picked it up, and then I got home, and I was like, yep, I'm happy with my decision. But I'm going to have to...
Yeah, the new copy is much more Ariel, I will say that.
Ah, interesting. That's why you hate it. Okay, moving on.
It's pretty whimsical. It's pretty whimsical, I'll say that.
All right, the next one, the final book that I do have to haul, is called The Book by Keith Houston. I have heard of this book before, and when I had never seen it in person, and when I saw it there, I was like, wait, I've heard of this one. I pulled it out, and I was so excited. A cover-to-cover exploration of the most powerful object of our time. This is the history of books. And so, this is so cute. The front cover is like a normal front cover, but then there's little annotations. So it points to this as, this is the title, this is the subtitle, this is the printer's ornament, down here is the imprint. And when you flip the page to like the copyright stuff, there's a little arrow that says copyright information, dedication on the next page. So it's like literally like helping you understand what each part of a book is called, what they do. And then the chapters are all the invention of papyrus. The ambiguous origins of paper in China. Paper goes global. Ooh, Johann Gutenberg gets his own chapter. The rise of the illuminated manuscript. Woodcut comes to the West. Lithography, photography, and modern book printing. Binding the paged book. So it really takes you through the history of books. This is something that I'm really interested in. And it's just such a beautiful book. Like, there's lots of images of, like, different processes, parts of it, photographs of things, scans.
That's awesome.
Textbook. Yeah, it is awesome. I'm really excited about that. I've been looking for this book for a really long time. Like,
yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think I've ever come across that one.
Really glad to finally have it. I think I'm going to really enjoy that. Good job, Keith. Awesome.
Good haul.
Well, that's my little book haul. Kind of random, right?
I love it. It's all over the place. I wasn't expecting any of those things.